to what I'm putting down. I know I really can. If you're broken heart.
I worked as a shipmate on the boat in Redondo Beach, California. I'm real nautical, so it's like I went straight there and untangled lines, tied hooks, and filleted fish on the way back. And that gave me bags of fish from my freezer. That meant I could eat. I did a movie with Ron Howard's brother Clint, Evil Speaks. So I went and did the film. I'm not supposed to do a horror film back then. It was like a career killer. I needed the money. And it turned out to be like this cult classic. Everybody watches it now. But, you know, I did the film, took that money, gave my parents money. I took money.
Right.
And then what I did was I sold my house, got rid of the Porsche, kept my 280Z, packed it up, applied to architectural school in Connecticut, got in the car and drove cross country and went to school. And when I got there, I worked in Dunkin' Donuts. And in the midnight shift, the truckers used to come in and say, "Where's Mr. Hey?" And I made donut holes, not even donuts. They said I wasn't smart enough to make donuts. So I made donut holes, you know? And I was a lumberjack. You do what you gotta do. Check the ego at the door and do, because the bottom line is, I've never been in the game to be popular. Could care less. I like practicing the craft. At that time, I wanted to get through architectural school, and I wanted to go to school for engineering down in New York in Brooklyn. So that meant I had to do what I have to do so I can get out and get back down to the city. And then I moved with my cousin in the Bronx, and we had our apartment and some motorcycles and went to school, you know, and did what I had to do. And would have finished because I was actually going to bounce from there and go to the Air Force and fly. Because I started flying at 16 with my studio teacher. He had a Piper Cherokee. He took me flying all the time. So my goal was, I'm about to take this piloting to the next level and do the Air Force thing. I can always come back to the entertainment. And they renewed what's happening in my third year, the end of my third year in electrical engineering. And I was like, oh, I can't pass up the opportunity. I got to go back. Plus I was out of money. I didn't want anybody else to reprise Dwayne, but I didn't negotiate the right deal. Again, being green. The right deal would have allowed me to have some writing prowess about my character and be able to maintain the fluidity in that character into this more grown Dwayne. And it didn't happen because they made him a geek. They made him a nerd. And they turned him into this guy that wore pastel jackets. And I'm like, what? Once Martin was there, you know, it was like, okay, it was just more characters. Me, on the other hand, me and Martin bumped heads. We butted. Because he and I just talked about this. I saw Martin in Vegas, and my wife and I went back and hung out with him backstage, and we were laughing about it. I put up a video on my IG about it. He's a genius. He's a brilliant comedian, but that wasn't the forum for his stand-up. You know what I'm saying? We got to get a show done. It's a Friday night. It's 12 midnight. I'm tired. I want to get out of here. I want to go back home. I only got 2 days to rejuve. And then I'll come back on Monday. We don't want to sit up there at 1 o'clock cracking jokes because we got hiccups to do and lines that we have to correct. And he's not doing his. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to choke this dude. He has no idea. I'm about to come for him.
If I did decide to talk about sex, I'm sure you would understand because, folks, I'm a 23-year-old black man. What the hell else am I going to talk about? Archery?
Because that's that art, that genius in him. But we have a job to do. And we're here late, you know, you got people on the mic like this, you know, on the booms, like, oh, man, can we go home? They've been there all day, all week. Everybody tired. And so he and I talked about it, and he was like, yo, I was a rookie. Relax. I was like, no, you're right. And, you know, hug it out. We hugged it out because he was young. He was just doing his thing. He was feeling it. He was having a blast. They brought him in and got him up in there, and it was really great. And I love that Shirley did that for him. It was nice, though, to have him because I know that was a real platform for him to really learn timing and really get a sense of what we do. And look where he went with it. So it's like, I love it.
This Behind the Roll moment is presented by Hypers Club.
Watch the full episode by becoming a member at hypersclub.com.